Okay, so this is the start of my podcast. This is the fourth episode, I believe. Um, yeah, okay. And the title is Fake Celebrity Interviews, Not Real, Didn't Happen, and Other Stuff. There's five sections. This is the first section. Okay. And it's called One Joke, One Story. I tell a joke that I make up, just whatever. If it's good, it's good. Or whatever, even if it's a bad joke, I tell it. And I tell one story. The story could be either a story of my life or just an interesting bit of information that I picked up over the years that I like to talk about. It's not always a life story. Okay, I'll start it now. Tell the joke. Okay, here's the joke. It's really a story joke. It's whatever. Okay, so there's this guy, and when he was a kid, he loved sports, and he loved basketball when he was like 12 years old. He wanted to be a basketball star, right? But as he got older, he actually liked all kinds of sports. He played all kinds of sports, but he liked basketball. But as he got older, he realized he wasn't tall enough to be a basketball player. So he decided that he would be a football star. He was playing football already as a young kid, and he played baseball. So he's a multi-sport individual. He loves sports. Man, did he love sports. So he wanted to do football. In high school, he played football, and he wasn't that good. And near the end of his years in high school, he stopped playing football, and he's okay. Baseball's the game. So the last 2 years of high school, he focused all his attention on baseball. He wasn't any good either. He realized he will not make it as a sports figure of sports. Even in the lower levels, just a bench player, he's not good enough. He's decided. So the next thing, he was dejected. The next thing he thought, well, he'll become a broadcaster. He loves his sports, and he can work in the sporting industry and be a sportscaster. So he went to university. He did great in all his in journalism, and there's a special division for sports broadcasting, which he excelled in. He loved it. He went into journalism with a school that did sports journalism, sports casting. So he did really well. He was top of his class when he finished university. So he started sending out resumes. He's sending out resumes, and he's not getting any feedback, any good feedback. He's like, he would just not get callbacks, and he's wondering the whole time. So he realized one thing. It's his name. His name is keeping him out of the sport, because his name is Joe Fuck. His name is Joe Fuck. So he's like, oh, no wonder nobody wants to hire me. My name's Joe Fuck. So he changed it to Joe Buck. He legally changed it to Joe Buck, and then he started getting work. So yeah, that's the joke. If you don't know who Joe Buck is, then it's not that funny. If you're not into sports, it's not that funny. And it's not one of my better jokes. It's just one that I'm filling in. I'm just doing, right? I thought of it, so I'm doing it. Okay, one story. That took forever. Okay, this story is quick. It's like 3 sentences. This is what I heard. I heard this. Okay, here we go. This is the story section. I heard this and was interested. I heard this and was interested to know that Arnold Schwarzenegger was a millionaire before he started doing movies. I guess that would make sense. He was Mr. Universe for like 7 years in a row. People might not know this, but he also had a company selling supplementary pills and stuff by buying off his catalog. Fun fact. It's a fun fact. Woohoo! Now, I have to say, I'm not sure if he won seven Mr. Universes in a row. He won a bunch of them, so I'm not sure if that's true. I'm pretty sure he had a supplemental, like pills, a pill catalog, mail order catalog. But I'm not sure because I've never heard anybody talk about it. So maybe I got that information wrong. But that's the story that I heard. If it might be wrong, it might be right. It could be wrong. But yeah, but I heard also that he was a millionaire before he got into acting. Okay, so that's the end of that section. Okay, on to the next section. Okay, this is the next section, and it's the main section basically because this is what I made the podcast for. Okay, this is the fake celebrity interview. Okay, let's stop gabbing and start. And today, I'm going to fake interview, or I'm not going to interview. I'm going to interview Brad Pitt, or not Brad Pitt. Okay, let's get going. Okay. Thank you for coming in so early for this interview.
It's 8 o'clock. It's not early at all.
Do you wake up early?
Yeah, I have to get my workout in.
So when do you usually get up? At?
I wake up at 4 a.m. I get a great workout in, and then I start my day.
I like to say I'm not gay, but you have one of those best physical fit look that looks great.
Thank you. I try.
I heard a story. This actor had to get in shape for a scene he was doing, so he got a personal trainer. The trainer told him, "I know exactly the physique you are going to tell me you want." The actor challenged him to guess who he wants to look like. And the trainer says, "You want a body like Brad Pitt in Fight Club." And the trainer was right. It's actually a thing people want to achieve.
It's a good look.
So, how do you do it?
I don't know. I eat right, I sleep right, I train right. But you know what really put me over the edge?
Raw eggs from an ostrich?
No. I fast every other day.
Really?
Yeah. I eat healthy on my days I can eat, but every other day I fast and only drink water, vegetable juice, fruit juice, and maybe an energy drink.
Coffee?
No. No coffee for me. Hate the stuff.
So that's the trick.
Basically,
Is it hard on days you can't eat?
at first I didn't like it, but you get used to it. Now it's just a regular day.
Maybe I'll try it.
It's tough, but if you can hack it, you will see changes.
You know what I want to talk about?
What?
You had sex with both Jennifer Aniston and Angelina Jolie, the two hottest women on the planet at the time.
I don't want to talk about that.
You are the king of men.
Next.
You were sexiest man of the year, and you bagged both of them. No one has achieved these heights in the universe.
Whatever.
The question I have is, you were married to Jennifer, then you cheated on her to have sex with Angelina. What were you thinking risking getting caught? You already had one of the hottest women on the planet, and you eventually screw it up. Is there something wrong with Jennifer?
No, she's great.
She didn't give you blowjobs, did she? She looked like she would not do that.
I'm not answering that.
On the other hand, Angelina seems like she would be up for anything sexually, within reason, of course. Angelina gave you blowjobs, so you swapped women.
None of your business.
There's nothing wrong. People want to know, and they won't judge.
Do you want to know the truth?
That's what we are here for.
Okay, yes. Jennifer would not give me a blowjob, but I didn't swap her out because of that.
Angelina gave you blowjobs?
Jennifer liked to be on top all the time. Angelina was like a tiger in bed. That is all I'm going to give you.
I heard a rumor that Jennifer is a really boring person. Not boring, but She she liked to just sit at home and read a good book or watch TV. She didn't like to go out, and you got bored of her.
I will tell you that I didn't divorce Jennifer because of sex.
She's boring.
Yes, I was bored.
You're an animal. You want to prowl.
Yes, sort of.
That validate that's a valid answer. She's really never given you a blowjob?
Next.
I would be fine with sitting with her and doing nothing. I would divorce her for not giving me a blowjob.
Whatever.
So, you sold your stake in the production company Plan B, and now you're a billionaire.
Yeah, I sold the company a few years ago.
What you say you have would you say you have too much money? A man does not need that much money.
I don't have a problem with that.
That's because you are the one with the money.
I think if I don't sell my property for what it's worth, the buyer would be one taking all of my profits. I build the wealth and intrinsic value of the product. I should be able to convert it into profits for myself.
I see. Why should someone buy it for cheap from you? You did all the work and made it as valuable as it is.
Precisely.
Did you give 10% to your church?
I don't go to church.
Lucky for you, I guess, but not for the churches. Maybe you should think about giving like half your money to charity.
Half? Are you crazy?
You don't need that much money.
Half? No. If I find a worthy charity, then I will think about giving them a good chunk of money.
Don't you build houses for people who can't afford their own?
Yes.
So maybe start your own charity where you build like 100 homes. Each house could cost $500,000 to build, and then give them away.
I don't have time to run a charity, but I would like to build houses, a lot of houses, and give them away.
What would be easier is to buy condos for $200,000 or $300,000, then give them away.
No, I want to give away homes where families with kids can benefit from the house. That would have the bigger impact.
I still can't believe you had sex with both Jennifer and Angelina. You're a beast. When they were at their peak, too.
Are you still talking about that?
One was the queen of TV, that would be Jennifer, and the other one was the queen of the big screen, movies, that would be Angelina. Both, at the same time. One night Jennifer, the next night Angelina. Beast.
No comment.
Then you fucked it up.
How's that?
Now, you don't have either one.
That's my choice.
No. You overreached.
Whatever you think. I'm happy now.
Have you heard of the saying, one in the hand is better than two bushes in the bush?
Ha ha ha. I heard about that. Oh, I heard that. You changed it. Two bushes, like two pussies. Technically, I had both bushes in my hand.
You would be happier if you just picked one and stayed loyal to that one woman.
You can't foresee the future.
I believe everything that happens is what is going to happen.
You believe in fate, is what you're saying.
Everything is fated to happen in the guise that we have had a choice. But we did not.
I believe in consistency, keeping at it until you make it.
You think you are consistent and that's why you win, but you are fated to be consistent. And the end result is winning.
Consistency in me was fated.
Yes, you thought were making the decision, but any decision you make is fated. Any decision, every decision.
I'm glad fate gave me all the opportunity it has.
Having sex with Jennifer and Angelina was fated to happen.
Thank you, God.
So, what's in your future now?
I'm working on something I think is big.
What's that?
I don't want to get ahead of myself, but my team and I are working on a portable EMP device for military use. Do you know what an EMP is?
Yes, I know. For listeners that don't know, an EMP is an electromagnetic pulse. My question is it possible?
We're trying to figure it out.
What's the hurdles you have to jump?
Well, EMPs can be useful in many scenarios, but due to its indiscriminate destruction, it can destroy assets. We need to build an EMP device that is more focused and precise.
Sounds complicated.
We believe in the next decade it will be a key component to winning on the battlefield and in our covert operations.
Good luck with that.
If it's viable, I can see $10 billion in sales.
That is horrible. Profiting from war?
No, this will save lives.
That's what all warmongers say.
Sorry, this is already being developed.
Stop, now.
Whatever.
Well, thank you for coming in, Brad.
You're welcome. Wait, I have a question for you.
Hit me.
I wonder, what kind of man turns you on?
Ha 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 ha. You are insulting me, calling me gay. I'm not gay.
It's not an insult.
It's not an insult if I was gay, but I'm not gay, and you know that, so you insinuated that I was, like, gay.
Being gay is not an insult.
Yes, it is.
Why?
Because society rule has made it so. Society's rule has made it so. In society, gay men are seen as less than a man, so you're calling me or insinuating that I am gay in a way to insult me.
I think you are being a little oversensitive.
I don't mind you saying I'm gay. I'm just correcting you.
Fine, let's move on.
Haven't I been a good host?
I guess.
Then why are you insulting me?
Truthfully, I thought it would be funny. It's a simple joke.
The only gay bone in me is that I think Johnny Depp is super hot. Harder than even you.
So you are gay?
No, I'm just saying, if I had to choose a guy, Johnny Depp is my type of guy.
I think you're gay.
Okay, fine. Let's move on.
Fine.
Thank you, Brad, for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
I have one piece of advice for you.
What's that?
Don't get married again.
Maybe you're right.
What did we learn today? Jennifer does not give blowjobs. Okay. So that's the end of that interview section. I think, yeah. We didn't really get in deep into topics. But yeah, okay. Let's move on to the next section. Okay. So that section's finished. This is the next section. It's called Fake Emails from Celebrities. From the stars, right? Or whatever. From celebrities, anyways. So what I do is I have some emails from people. They're not emails from people. And they ask the stars. They don't ask the stars. Personal questions. And the stars answer back. No, they don't. With an email. There's no email. Okay, let's start. First one is from Gary S. And he asked Michael Jordan, I know you love gambling. How much have you gambled away in a trip to Vegas? How much have you gambled away in a trip to Vegas? Okay. You're right. I love to gamble. I get a bigger rush from a night in Vegas at the tables than I do playing a game 7 for the championship. So, you want to know how much I have lost on a trip? I have lost $50 million on a long weekend in Vegas. My favorite game is blackjack. On that weekend, I played 5-handed blackjack for $100,000 a bet. If you're counting, that's $500,000 on one round of betting. Funny thing is, I was up $25 million at one point, but my goal was to win $50 million. I don't know if you know much about gambling, but you have a number in your head when you hit it that you can quit playing. $50 million was that number, but they got $50 million off of me. If you're a gambler, you will know. Sometimes you actually hit your number to quit, but you don't quit and lose it all back. If you feel bad, don't. I have made $200 million in 1 year's worth of sales from my Nike shoe deal. Okay, that's his answer. Huh. He's a big gambler. I knew that. Everybody knows that. Okay, I do one more, and that's it. Okay, let's do this quick. Okay. Gil G asks, Jim Parsons. If you don't know who Jim Parsons is, well, look it up, I guess. What was your gay journey? That's the question. Here's his answer. I'm sorry to inform you, everyone assumes I'm gay. In truth, I've been evaluating my life, and I've come to a realization. I'm not gay. Yes, I have had a few boyfriends, but through the years, I have learned a few things. As you know, I worked on the show The Big Bang Theory. On the show, I was a straight character, and I eventually had a girlfriend. My girlfriend was with a marvelous actor, Mayim Bialik. Over the years of working with her, I fell deeply in love with Mayim. I never told her that during the taping of the show. I told her I was gay in the first season that she started working. At first, Mayim was just a colleague, but something changed. A year after the show was over, I got together with Mayim for dinner. That was when I told her about my love for her. She was shocked, to say the least. Of course, she said she loved me, but not in that way. I was prepared for that answer. I was okay with that. To her credit, we are still great friends. After that, I could not go back to dating men. So I'm not gay anymore. I'm alone, but I'm happy. Thank you. Ooh, really? I screwed up Mayim Bialik's name. I screwed up her name pretty badly. Ooh. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, that's the section. Next section. Okay, this is the next section. I didn't do it in order, so I'm actually filming this section first, then the other sections. Okay, this section is reading children's books backwards. Basically, that's exactly what it is. And if you've seen the video before, you know what it is too. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's see here. Get to the last page. Okay. I've got nothing to do. And there's a frog and a pig running away from, it looks like a father pig, or not a father frog. I've got nothing to do. There's a pig and a frog running away from the father frog that has glasses. Okay. You have school tomorrow. Oh, I can't go to school. Okay. That's the father frog talking to the little frog. Sit with me for a minute. So what did you do all day? Nothing. And you know what? It was great. I came up with the best idea of what to do tomorrow. And it's the father frog talking to the baby frog. Not baby, but younger frog. He goes, I have a great idea. Wonderful. Glad I could help. And it's two frogs looking out into the like a mountainous range. I've got it. And then they're just hanging out. One's leaving, and the one's sitting on a rock looking at the scenery. Waiting. Okay. Take a deep breath. Empty your mind. Oh, it's empty. Be one with the universe. One with the universe? Check. Now wait. These two frogs, I guess they're friends. They're sitting there, just sitting around. Why do you have to do anything? Just be. Watch clouds go by, think about stuff, then do nothing on your to-do list and check it off. Sometimes the best ideas come when you stop looking for them. Really? Let's try it. Okay. So the next page, the two frogs are, one frog is looking down at him, and one frog is lying on the ground. What's the matter? The day is almost over and I didn't do anything. Okay, next page. Pig. I'm not sure this list qualifies as fantastic. And the pig is showing a bunch of stuff on the list. Continued. Build a model Eiffel Tower. And there's a check mark on it. Hum for 3 hours without stopping once. Stare at the wall. Try not to think about squirrels or their fluffy tails. Wake owl. Spin around until dizzy. Okay. So that's the pig. It's telling him what to do, and he's like, anyways. I know, let's take a look at my trusty list. Pig's fantastic list of things to do when he doesn't know what to do. And then there's a bunch of stuff we did earlier. Pig, I can't find anything to do. Have you tried sniffing around in the dirt? Why would I do that? If you have to ask, I can't explain it to you. The pig his snout is in the dirt, and the frog is standing on his back. Oh. Owl, I don't know what to do. Do you have any ideas? Sure, first find a nice spot, and sleep until it's dark, and wake up, and that's it. Who wants to spend the whole day sleeping? I do. Good night. There's an owl in a tree that's been hollowed out. It has a little like cove. And the frog is on a branch and he's talking to him. Oh, now he's talking to a cat. Cat, there's just nothing to do. Well then, you should lick between your toes for a while. Ew. If you know a better way to clean between your toes, I'd like to hear about it. And yeah, the cat, that's pretty explanatory. He's talking to a cat. Okay. Stare off into space like this. This is even less fun than it looks. It's a rabbit now, and he's looking weirdly into space. And yeah, the frog's complaining. Okay, now, next page. Rabbit, what should we do today? Hop around in circles, and then... And they're hopping around. They're hopping a bit. Then clean your room. I just did. I'll go see my friends. Have any better ideas? I'll go see if my friends have any better ideas. Okay. And he has a dirty old room and his father frog is walking away. And he said he just cleaned it and it's all dirty. What's Pig doing? Probably something boring. The father frog is asking what Pig is doing. And yeah. And what he's doing is he's making a Eiffel Tower out of sticks with glue. Okay. And now the father has a baseball and he says, play? With what? And the kid's on the floor. And the father says, want to go for a swim? Too wet, he says. The frog. Baby frog. Not baby, younger frog. The father's asked him. Okay. Now he's lying on the floor and he's looking at he has a fly in his hand. I can think of a lot of things, but I don't want to do them, any of them. I don't want to do any of them. He goes, I don't know what to do today. You can't think of anything? And he's talking to his father. His father's doing a crossword puzzle. And he's lying on the younger boy is lying on the floor. Okay, and that was that. There's Nothing to Do, is the book's called. Written by Dev Petty. Illustrated by Mike Bolt. Bolt, B-O-L-D-T. Bolt? I don't know. Okay. There's Nothing to Do, is the story. Okay, that's that. That was cute. And, yeah. Okay, that's the end of that section. There's another section later. I don't know what else to say about it. It is what it is. Okay. Okay, this is the next section. And this is the last section. Okay, I just add this section on. It's a really dumb idea. And if you don't want to watch this section, I don't blame you. And you can stop watching now. But what I call it is, I call it Tik Tok Zero. So what I do is I scan TikTok and I look for videos with 0 likes or 0 comments. And then that's when I stop and I either add a like or I add a comment. Okay, my phone is blinking like crazy and it's bugging the living crap out of me. It's been blinking like crazy, I'm sorry. It's because I turned my phone off and then I turned it back on and getting all the notifications. Okay, let's get started. Okay, this guy, Gary Vaynerchuk. He's like an advice guy. He's like made all kinds of money in books and stuff. Okay, anyways. Commercial. Okay. Oh, we're here. 0 likes so far, this one. Okay, that was it. It's a Darren Doughty. It's just your mind is the result of many yesterdays. Your mind is the result of many yesterdays, and that's all it is. And they're doing. You can hear the music. Piano. Okay. I'm going to put, yesterday I had a bad day. That's my answer I'm going to put. Oh, the creator turned off comments. No wonder. Okay, let's keep going then. Live stream. David Goggins. If you haven't watched this, I always watch David Goggins. Okay, some girl. Okay, anyways. Here we go. Now we made it to it. It's a picture of a Bengal tiger. It's a Bengal tiger. And there's a video. There's 2 videos. It's a girl. You can barely see it. Showing her butt off. Okay. I don't know what they're doing. You can barely see the video. 1 like and 0 comments. I'm gonna comment on it. I'm gonna put sexy. And then I'm gonna put really. And a bunch of exclamation points. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, she's slapping her butt. Anyways, okay, that's the end of the podcast. Okay, I'm signing off. Remember, live your life and see what happens. Okay, later.